I decided to go ahead and try to waterproof. Now you see that hole right there in the middle? And that's where a flashing LED light is. So I'm going to leave that there untouched, and then I'm going to put some clear silicone, waterproof window treatment silicone over it. And then once I get it back into my buggy, I'm going to connect the wires back into those plugs right there. Hope if I quit moving around probably. Yeah, into the little LED plugs and then the servo plug. And then I'm going to put some more liquid tape over that and then see how it works. I've been wanting to try this forever. And this is a cheap all-in-one ESC receiver, which obviously you can see where the receiver is because of the wire. It's like $10, less than $10 actually, online. So what the heck. So now I just gotta let it dry. See, it's all nice and shiny and wet. So I took my little bitty screwdriver, which I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Took my little screwdriver. See how tiny that tip is? And I worked the kind of hard to see where my finger is and where the camera is. But underneath the heat fins right there, I worked it underneath there real good. And I worked underneath a couple components there in the middle, while also trying to use a Q-tip and trying to keep that area clean where I can still see the flashing red light to help indicate, if there's any issue. I did, however, when I took it off. Now let's see, my buggy I have ran it about maybe 5-6 times hard, full battery to go completely dead. And then I've seen some soldering that has melted a little bit and gotten flattened because of the bottom pan of the ECU cover. And I try to scrape away at that a little bit to make sure that it doesn't touch anything. But yeah, I put a nice coat of liquid tape on there, which is right here, as soon as I can turn it around. So just some liquid tape. I think it was like $5-6 for this bottle. And if you know anything about liquid tape, it has the brush inside right there, that center, that's a brush. So I just globbed it around a little bit. You can see my kit. I put electrical tape around it as tight as I could. Took a little bit of a heat too from my lighter, my candle lighter. Oh, there it is. Just to heat this up just a tad, just to make sure that it gets stuck together and try to close up any holes. It's not completely watertight, but it'll work. And then I have some carpet. Well, I can't show you because I got to hold this until this thing dries. So I got some double-sided carpet tape right there that I stuck on the bottom of my ECU, ESC, sorry, not a computer. But it seems to be really solid on there. I stuck it on there and then immediately tried to pull it off and it was on there. So I also have some Velcro. So I think I'm going to try to stick with just using that. But if that doesn't work, then I'll use some Velcro, put that on the bottom of it and see how that works. But anyways, yeah. So this is my take on how to waterproof any ESC. If you can waterproof this thing, you can waterproof just about anything. Speaking about anything, I have been trying to order some stuff from Hobby King because they have some really cheap wiring and some connectors. I want to waterproof my FlySky receiver. I actually have two. I bought an extra one. And then I have my FlySky FS GT3B. And I don't know, something weird about it. Maybe it's something I did the program just playing around with it, but it's not quite in sync. Don't have everything worked out with that yet. But when I did test it with my Red Cat radio and receiver, it seemed to work pretty good. a little bit better than the brush system that was in it, and that was with the settings not completely, in tune. But anyways, so I guess there will be a part 3 of me actually probably wait, and I'll show this installing this back into its housing, and then once I get done running the wires for my rear light kit, and then installing my front, and then I'll probably just show me just globbing some liquid tape on this to finish up the waterproofing. But anyways, well, if you like it, please subscribe, pass it along, share, like, and hopefully we'll be seeing you soon with some running videos of my red cat and my buggy and my son's buggy, which we actually just bought a new canopy for. Mine's blue and his is silver, where they also call it white, but I'm still waiting on some parts for his. Yeah. See, I put some aluminum shocks on his, on the front. And these towers are so cheap. As soon as you hit something, you break it. If you land upside down. That's the second set on his, and I replaced one on mine. And then the swing arm, of course you can't see, but I've broken one on mine and his on the same side. But yeah, fun little buggies, 2-wheel drive. Not bad. And, well, I guess I'm going to say goodbye. Seeing a picture of my son on the computer. Once again, if you like, please subscribe. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm trying to hurry up. And hope to see you soon.